Good morning, good afternoon, and or good night whenever you are finding the time to watch this video. Welcome to Fran Plans. Welcome to my channel. I thank you guys for coming back. On this channel, I talk about pretty much everything from planning, health, working out, and today is about our financial setup and kicking off the new year with how I plan to keep that going for 2018. Oh my God, I can't believe it. But anyway, let's jump right into it. For this video, I really want to show how I have kind of got it set up for our at least the first quarter of the new year as to how I plan for us to budget and keep on track. One of the things, and I'll just start off by saying, one of the things that I have learned when it comes to budgeting and finances is if I use cash, it keeps me on point. Meaning, trying my best not to use my debit card, because I feel like when I use my debit card, I am not physically seeing or feeling money leave my account. And so to me, and I've gotten this idea, I've been doing this for a while, and then I think it was last year I came across, I learned more about Dave Ramsey and his philosophy behind using cash envelopes, which I'm going to get into, which is here. And when we did our premarital course, they talked about Dave Ramsey when it comes to being financially, having financial peace in your marriage and so forth. And so I delved more into watching some videos, about Dave Ramsey and his books. And I actually just ordered the Financial Total Makeover, I think it's what it's called. And my husband also has a copy of it. So basically, to get to the point, I try to find a system that's going to work for me. And I've realized that using cash, which is the cash envelope system, really works well for me. When my husband proposed March of 2016, I don't know, it was like a light bulb that went off in my head. I mean, yeah, it was, doing well for myself and so forth. But now that it was going to be a wedding and I had a husband on the way, I felt like, oh my God, I have got to get down, I've got to buckle down on finances and be, just more responsible, I guess, and more productive with our money. So anyway, let's go right into it. I want to start off with saying, I know this seems like a lot going on, but it works well for me. And I want to also say I am not someone who's trying to teach someone how to budget, because that is not my philosophy. That's not my scope. But I'm just going to show you guys what works for me. This is what is working. I have been using my B6, and I'll show you guys what I use in here. I've been using my B6 insert here in my traveler's notebook for a while, and it works for me really well. I'll show you guys as far as keeping track. So I have a finance insert that I got from Lights Planner Action, and I will put the link below. And basically, I'll just show you guys a blank one. So like, for example, here, you would basically write down your source of income, the amount, the amount and the date, and then you would do all your fixed expenses, the bills that do not change from month to month, your mortgage, your rent, or your rent, your car note, your insurance, light bill, gas bill, cable bill if you have that, or Hulu or Netflix, those fixed bills that do not change from month to month. And then you have all your other expenses that may fluctuate here and there. I really do like this. I've been using it for the past 3 months, and it really does work for me. I never filled this out, but it really has been working for me. But of course, when the Happy Planner new collection came out, I was like, wow, I think I want a new Happy Planner. Of course, right? Got bit by the bug. But anyway, I had the financial packet in here from last year, and I didn't really use it all because I was using an insert in here, and I was like, okay, I'm going to use this now that we're married. We got married in July, as our home planner to basically, so my husband can flip through it, and it's there, it's open, there's nothing to be hidden, because my husband, he hates flipping. He doesn't go through my traveler's notebooks. He's like, it's too much going on in there. But this is very simple. It's labeled and so forth. So this is what I plan to use as far as our home financial budget planner, whatever you want to call it. This is going to be our go-to. I did not want to waste this planner, even though I used a coupon for it and I got it and all that good stuff. I did not want to waste this planner. So anyway, This package you see in the front here is the Happy Planner Budget Edition. And then I added this. This is from Erin Condren, just to hold things if I need to. But this is the budget edition, and I already took the January portion and I stuck it in the front of January. So it comes with this really pretty expense tracker, and then comes with a month at a glance. It also comes with, let me see if I can find the page. Oh, the bill pay checklist, which is a lot more room than what I had in here. So this has a lot more room, which is really nice, especially for it being 2 of us now, as far as bill payment and stuff like that. So this is what I'm planning to use. Like I said, I may still, and it may just be, rewriting in my traveler's notebook for my own personal use, but this is what I plan to use for our home expense and financial budgeting and all that good stuff. So I went ahead and I'll turn to January. I'm going to tell you guys before I even go there, this is not pretty planning. This is so functional, and this is so like chicken scratch, but it's what's going to work for us. Okay. So I went ahead and copied down all of our bills, all of the light bill and gas bill, and I put everything there. I went ahead and did some figures and trying to figure out what's what. It's like so not pretty planning at all. And then I'm also using, so that was just some notes that I took, and I'm, writing down our sinking fund accounts and main savings account and stuff like that. I'm using some stickers from the Happy Planner sticker book, and then I was going to just put these in there as need be. So this is what I am using. And if you want to know what a sinking fund is basically, we have 2 different savings accounts. And so it's basically like saving for, putting money to the side if you're going on a trip, or if you're saving for, maybe we both have our own cars, if a tire, oil change, just something, putting that money aside for like an emergency use, I guess, if you want to call it an emergency, but it's called a sinking fund. And like I said, I'm not here to teach you about budgeting and finance, because that's not my scope, and I don't want to steer anyone wrong. There are so many great videos on sinking funds. And like I said, Dave Ramsey, I think, is the best person. If you Google him or look on YouTube for videos about that, he really does a great job of explaining it. And I don't want to steer anyone wrong, but so this is what I'm going to be using. Like I said, this is purely functional. It's nothing pretty about this. So I have our bill set up for January in here. I had to cross some things out because, like I said, I had bought this last year and I didn't use it. So I went ahead and crossed it out, and I just started this year. So going to be using this for this year. Of course, because I haven't had any expenses in January. There's nothing here yet. And then I really like it because you can do a budget review, and my husband and I, we have decided to, at least twice a month, maybe because we get paid twice a month, every pay period, sit down and figure out, where we are, what we're doing. And then at the end of the month, we can do a budget review and, what worked for us, what didn't, and, basically try to improve every single month with this. And then you can do a month at a glance. So if I just really want to figure out where we are and how the month looked at the end of the month, I will fill this in and do, projected total, actual total difference, and just see, where we landed with our finances for the month. So that is what I plan to do with that. And then as far as the planner portion, because mind you, this is a full planner and I'm not going to use it for my everyday planning, I went ahead and I just laid out our bills. Now I need to see, it's good for me to see bills laid out like this, because I'm a visual person, and so that works great for me. And I'm being super transparent with things that I have written on here, but it is what it is. And then what I plan to do with the weekly is just, basically no pretty planning pretty much. I mean, I may do some inspirational quotes here and there, but basically just filling in what I need to fill in as far as what is due on what date. We do have some debt that we are paying off, as far as like student loans, our car notes and so forth. So, I'll just keep track of where we are with those from week to week. I mean, I'm starting to realize that budgeting and finance is a lot. I'm a gym rat. I live in the gym. I work out all the time, and I used to be really overweight. And I remember before losing weight, you know, it seemed very intimidating to me. And I think sometimes finance and budgeting can seem super intimidating, but I'm trying to apply my same rules and the advice that was given to me when I first started losing weight of how you have to track what you eat, how you track your workouts. I mean, it's literally an everyday commitment. And so that's what I plan to do with this. It's an everyday commitment every week, bi-monthly with my husband and I, and just go from there. And then what I'm going to do is every month, I'm going to pull the packet for that month and stick it, you know, before the month in the planner. So that's what I plan to do with this. And like I said, this is going to be our everyday, or every month, I should say, planner, finance, budgeting, and so forth. So this is what I'm going to do here. And like I said, I still may transfer the info into here. If, you know, I'll see how it goes. But for right now, I really want to just focus on this being the gist of our finance. So that is that. And then I want to show you guys really quickly. So there are videos. I have a few videos of my Foxy Fix ring binder. This is the Rowena leather. But I carry this baby with me every day, everywhere I go. It's my my EDC, or my everyday carry. But I wanted to show you guys my envelope system. So because like I said in the beginning of the video, you know, I realized that spending actual physical cash, it makes me think about where my money is going. And I think that is so important for someone who, you know, may struggle with their finances or is trying to get out of debt, or basically want to keep yourself accountable, because I think our debit cards and credit cards can get us into trouble sometimes, and we may not even realize it. But I think I'm not alone when I say I've gone into Target to get toilet paper or one freaking thing, and I get to the register and I have like a whole cart full of stuff, and instead of putting it back, I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, and I end up purchasing in it. And then when I get home, I'm like, what did I just spend my money on? And because I don't have that physical cash in my hand giving it to someone, I don't feel the loss, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But anyway, let me get right into this. So here, and these are just plain envelopes. There are so many different ways you can do this to make it look better, but I figured I am trying to save money, not necessarily spend more money. So I just took some envelopes that we had in our home. These are regular envelopes. I'm thinking to find some, though, that are top opening, but for right now, it is these envelopes. This is what it is. And I actually have it written out on my sheet here, you know, how I'm going to fill this. So basically, every month, every month, my total for pulling out of my checking account, or our checking account, will be $630 in cash. Now with that, I'm going to put $350 into grocery. I'm going to do $95 for my nails and eyebrows, because that is my self-care that I have my $60 for my gas a month, my $50 for like household, whether it's household cleaning products or light bulbs, or you know, whatever it may be. Yeah, so that'll be that. And then entertainment, I'm putting $50 to the side monthly. My husband, when we go out on date night or whatever, he usually pays for date night anyway. But I figured, you know, sometimes my mom and I will go out on date night or whatever. So putting $50 to the side every month, I will put that in my envelope. And then $25 for miscellaneous. That can be for anything. And then I was also thinking to add an envelope, you know, for clothing if I see something I want. But anyway, what I do is I pull the money out of my checking account and I literally stick it in the envelope. And so, and I'm using these little paper clips to keep things closed so that hopefully nothing falls out. That's why I'm thinking to get a different system. But for right now, this is what I'm doing. And I'm actually I was thinking to take the graph paper, cut it down, and glue it on the top of the envelope. That way I can track what's in there and what's coming out. And I may color code it with black for deposit and red for withdrawing. So I have one for nail eyebrow money. I have my gas money. I have my grocery money. I have entertainment and dine out. I have miscellaneous. And then I have household cleaning, tissue, toilet paper, detergent, stuff like that. So this is what I have in here as far as my envelopes. Like I said, this is always in my purse with me, so that works well for me. And then in the back here, I have our savings tracker, which I like to keep with me so that I can always know where we're at. But mind you, I'm keeping that in here too. But this is for the household, debt repayment if we're paying off anything, which I also plan to put in there. I have not put that in there yet, but I want to do what's called a snowball. I guess it's like snowball debt repayment, where you basically start small. Your smallest debt you pay off first, and then you build your way up. And then what you were using to pay that small amount, once you've paid it off, you then continue to pay on the larger bill, but you add that small amount. So you're basically doing a literal snowball. So like I said, I'm not here to teach you guys that, but because I don't want to screw anyone up. But if you want to know more about that, I definitely advise you to Google or watch some Dave Ramsey videos. But anyway, that is the gist of this video. I really wanted to just show you guys my financial functional planning part, and how I plan to, this is like the marriage here. These are my planners that I am using for 2018. This has, you know, some daily planning in there, and then the finance. This is going to be my everyday carry with my money envelopes in there. And then this is our household budget finance. This is the baby. So yeah, those are the planners. That is the setup for budget and finance. And of course, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Don't forget to thumbs up or thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. And thank you guys so much. Have an awesome day.